In just under an hour and a half, the YouTube channel Unus Annus will be ending. Now, to some of you, it's like, oh, big deal. That was the thing, but like they keep saying, a lot can change in like a year. You know that, right? Like, when I was a kid, the coolest thing ever for everyone would have been meeting YouTubers, meeting Markiplier, meeting Sky Does Minecraft, or Paul Soares Jr., or Direwolf20, or Vex. Most people don't even remember Vex. It's insane to me how people don't really remember Sky. They don't really remember Vex anymore. Just, I still really wish I could meet those people like Jack. Like, I wish I could meet Jacksepticeye. I wish I could meet Markiplier. I wish I could meet Direwolf20 and Vex and Sky Does Minecraft. But that's not gonna happen. That's the thing. A lot can change in a year. Not that long ago. God, how long ago was it? It wasn't that far off, but I met Doc M77. It was 8 months ago. I met Doc M77, and it was one of the coolest experiences of my life, because that's not just something you get to say every day, like, oh, I met Doc M77. No, that's not just something you get to say. But when I was a kid, that was all I dreamed of wanting to be able to say. It's just, I never understood how people just walked away from that YouTube platform. I never got it. I still want to be here. I still want to do this. I don't understand. I still don't understand Unus Annus. I'm not even gonna lie. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why delete something that you've put so much work into? I don't understand it. And maybe to some people, that's like not that weird. Maybe to some people, that's what you do. I just don't see it. I really, truly don't. How are you supposed to do something like that when all you've put an entire year's worth of effort into that thing? I gotten entirely off track here. Have you ever wanted something so badly and you would have done anything for it? For me, when I was a kid, that was meeting literally any of my role models. Meeting Paul Soares Jr. or Vex or Jacksepticeye or Markiplier or Sky Does Minecraft or so many YouTubers who are now gone, whose names have been forgotten, who've been lost to YouTube and what they do. Just, there's something incredible about what Unus Annus did. In the span of a year, they got 4 million people to join. But that's not really that hard to believe, is it? Not when you look at who's been running it. Now, if a smaller channel had tried to do something like that, it wouldn't have gained that same traction. Even as they say, a lot can happen in a year. I've been doing this for so many years. At least 8, if not more. Probably more, actually. And not a lot has changed. You don't just suddenly get that platform. Unus Annus is not a miracle because the people behind it were already known. Why say it'll end in a year when your channels will still be around? What's the point of that? Like, yes, the content will be gone, but you'll still be on YouTube. What does that say about your message? You say it'll all be gone. There's no way you can delete all of it. People will torrent your videos. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. People are gonna torrent them. People are gonna re-upload them. And the second you delete those videos, it's like they never existed. And then what claim do you have? I don't understand why you would delete them in the first place. You've put time and effort into it. And yet, you're still gonna be here. Just doesn't add up, does it? If you really wanted your message to stick, well, you'd be a smaller YouTuber. You'd be one of the ones who wasn't as well known, who didn't already have that platform. That's why a lot of kids, when I was younger, wanted to meet people like you. Like Mark, like Ethan, like Sky and Paul and Dyer. Like, it was a bragging right to be able to say that you got to meet people like that. Even if it was just for a minute. You can't just say it ends in a year when your content is still around. That's not how it works. I don't know where I was going with this. Just memento mori, I guess.